Well, welcome to interview season 2020. My name is Dr. Wayne Coates, the current program director of the residency here in internal medicine at Adena in Chillicothe, Ohio. As you can see, during the COVID pandemic, we've had to modify how we do things. My family and I have lived here in Chillicothe for 23 plus years now. Just a super community to grow, to raise a family, and very close to lots of great things, such as a couple airports in Cincinnati, Columbus, Dayton, allows us to travel, to hike, and just a very relaxed rural setting and quite comfortable. What I mean by thirst is this unending desire to learn everything that you need to know, and that never ends. You just have to have that soap sponge mentality, if you will. I think that's really vital. The second thing is being responsible. Are your notes done on time? Do you report on time? Do you volunteer for more than maybe the resident next to you? That's the sort of candidate that we're looking for. We typically invite candidates to stay a night in town and have dinner with our group, and I think that's so important. Candidates get this kind of family feel that we have in our training program, and that's the sort of feel we have day in and day out. Even though we're somewhat rural, we offer a lot of subspecialties here, such as rheumatology, ID, endocrine, and you really don't have to go off campus to get those. And you won't find that in a lot of smaller rural settings. I think that's a real positive. I constantly also hear about the pathology that we see. We do take in a lot of patients from the outlying areas. We are somewhat of a referral center, and that brings an additional pathology that some places may not offer. Our procedural volume is quite extensive. Most of our PGY2s will have procedural competence before their third year. A lot of programs will not be able to do or say that, but we do have a large focus of that. And I think the environment, lastly, is just really, it's relaxed. It's a good place to work. It's not pressured. We focus on your learning and not volume. I think those are the highlights of the program. I realize that some of you may be wanting to work in a rural environment, and that's awesome. We need rural providers, so I need to prepare you for that setting. So there may not be proceduralist, intensivist around. So my job is to make sure that you can handle sick patients, that you can do procedures, that you're comfortable doing them. And given where we're at now and how we train, that is not a problem. So our job is to prepare you for anything you'd like to do. So when you graduate, you can go into fellowship. I have faculty who are dedicated and are plugged into certain health systems across the country who could help you get to places. And whether that's hospitalist medicine, subspecialty care, you name it. And maybe even practice traditional medicine in a rural setting. So we could cover all those bases without any difficulty.